and we have our comedy lounge in full effect behind me. How many drinks? 2, 3 in. It is National Margarita Day. Thank you to our audience and our comedy store. So here we go. Our next guest kicked off our Golden Comedy Hour last year, and now she's written her first book. It's called Hello, Friend. So it's only right that we have Dulcè Sloan back for this series today. So, we just saw that was Dulcè on stage accepting an Emmy for Outstanding Talk Series with her Comedy Central Daily Show crew, where she's been a correspondent for the last 7 years. She's also a fellow GLAAD Award nominee, being spotlighted for her interview with RuPaul's Drag Race winner, Sasha Colby. That was in last May. A beautiful story about how that even happened, but let's hear it from her. Chan fan, please welcome Dulcè Sloan! So many things to congratulate you on.
Yes.
First of all, the Emmy, we saw you all walking up there, but on your own, you have this, your nomination for the GLAAD Media Awards. We're in the same category.
Yes,
We're
good
both
luck.
for, good luck.
Going to beat her.
Well, that's so funny, because I told my team, I was like, that's so sad she's gonna lose to us, but I love you.
Listen, that's not up to me. Listen, if you want to go against Sasha Colby, that's between you and your
God.
That's not nothing to do with me.
This Sasha Colby interview, though, that you are nominated for, I love when the universe conspires to get us what we're supposed to have.
Yes.
You were scheduled to fill in for Trevor.
Yes.
The strike happened.
So the show aired, and then 30 minutes later, the strike started.
The strike started. So that abbreviated your time as hosting.
Yeah, I hosted one night, and then I hosted again in the week of Thanksgiving.
And the interview...
So that's when I hosted during Thanksgiving.
That's when you had, but the interview that you're nominated for with Sasha Colby happened in that window.
Yeah, that one night that I hosted, it was supposed to be a whole week, so I don't know why the strike wanted to start when I was supposed to.
Right. You have to investigate that.
I mean, very anti-woman, very anti-black. You know what I mean? I have problems, I have thoughts and concerns. But no, it was that first night, and the great thing is when we were guest hosting, you got to pick who you wanted your guest to be. And so I'm a huge fan of RuPaul's Drag Race. I got to guest judge a couple years ago. I've been watching since season 1 when it was on Logo, which is the back of cable.
Right.
The back of, you gotta have the Africa channel, Afghanistan channel to even get Logo. And so I've been watching since then. Afghanistan channel is very nice. You should check it out. And so she won, and so I was like, I have to interview her. Yeah. And she is absolutely amazing. She made me her daughter, so now I'm a member of the House of Colby.
Oh my gosh!
Yes.
What an honor.
And I saw her at the Emmys, and she was like, I mean, me being your mother is not in your Instagram bio, but okay. And so if you go to my Instagram now, I had to update my bio.
Oh, I have to look at it. I didn't even notice that.
Yes.
I was too busy looking at this adorable cover, and the stories inside are amazing. Congratulations on the book. By the way, the book, Hello, Friends. It is, I am told that you were tricked into this. I don't know. No one can trick you.
Oh, listen, you don't know Reg Tigerman. So I have an amazing manager, and when you are friends with your manager, they have a tendency to push you to do things that you don't think you can do.
Right.
And so he called me one day and was like, what if you wrote a book? And I was like, sounds hard, I don't know. And, cause it's hard. You see all these pages? I had to put words on these pages.
Right.
And so Reg Tigerman called me and said, what if you wrote a book? I was like, I don't know. He said, what if you just took a meeting? I was like, I'll take a meeting for anything. Right. And then 4 meetings later, he was like, so somebody's gonna give you money, you gotta write a book.
You're like, I'll take the money.
Yes, I wrote a book.
You wrote a book. Listen. But I know this book wasn't hard for you because you have so many stories. You start off, which I love, that you really set the record straight when people call you overnight success.
It's a lot.
In the book, you say, my best friend Ben and I would drive all over the East Coast trying to make drunk 19-year-old students laugh. I almost died multiple times driving in ice and snow. This is what overnight success looks like?
Yeah,
it's true.
One, I didn't always know them children were drunk. They were on-campus events, and so they're sneaky. But yeah, when I quit my day job, it was because I'd gone to something called NACA. And so you go to these different conferences and just basically beg college students to let you perform for them for just, some amount of money.
Right.
And they do these things called block bookings. And so at one point, me and Ben were on the road for 14 days. I did 13 shows in 6 different states. So,
and you drove. Look at you. So that is not an overnight success. That is somebody who is hustling and grinding to make it happen. But I love that you also talk about your mom, Mary Ann, because my mom's name is Mary.
Mary Ann Hill.
Mary Ann Hill.
Listen, I thought I signed the release. Y'all supposed to send me a new link. So if y'all want to put my mom on TV, you can.
Well, there you go.
Yes, this is Mumsy.
Because the last time you were on the show, you talked about how your mother has always been there to support you. I didn't know the depths of her support.
Yes.
You write about a test that you took. The high score would have been 100.
Yes.
You got 9 out of 100.
Here's the thing. So I took gifted classes as a kid because when we moved back to Miami, they're like, hey, this kid's kind of smart. We should show her some puzzles and stuff. And so they showed me some puzzles, and apparently I did them fast. Now I'm gifted. And so here's the thing about being gifted. You can't be, sometimes you're not gifted in everything.
Right.
And the thing that I was not gifted in is math, because once you added listen, why are there letters in math? The devil himself.
Right.
So they started adding letters, and my friend was like, this is not English class. What's happening here? And so I took a test when I was in 7th grade, and this is when we moved back to Atlanta, and I was taking this test, and then I was like, I probably did fine. And then the teacher brought the test back to me, and I got a 9 on the test, and I started laughing.
Right.
Because I got a 9, and I had attempted every problem and showed my work. And I was like, well, why didn't you just give me a 0? And she was like, because you showed your work. I said, but the work was wrong.
Oh my gosh, wait a minute. No. Wait a minute.
What are you talking about? I'm 12 years old looking at a 40-year-old woman going, what are you saying?
But you took it home to your mom.
Well, she said I had to take it home to get it signed because I started laughing. And she's like, Dulcè, this isn't funny. I said, ma'am, it's a 9. So I took it home, and my mother gets home, and I was like, Mommy. She's like, yeah. I said, you got to sign my math test. I said, why? I was like, because I got a 9. She's like, out of 100? I was like, yeah. She's like, what? And she said, no, you got 9 out of 10. I was like, I got 9 out of 100. She said, so a 9? I said, yes, ma'am. And we started laughing. And then my mother went, why didn't she just give you a 0? And I said, that's what I said.
Right, Dulcè's not going anywhere. We've got more mom stories, more stories from this book you need to get. We'll be right back. We are back with the one and only Dulcè Sloan. Okay, so your book, Hello Friends, the original I think you wanted the title, This Is Not a Memoir, I'm Only 39.
I wanted to call it, don't call it a memoir, I'm only 39. Because it's like, when you, when you'll see young pop stars, I'm 25, I want a memoir, I'm like, man, my boobs are older than you. Why are you writing a memoir?
Right, I do wonder
People
that.
have shoes in their house that are older than you. What wisdom?
What wisdom do you have? You got some living to go. Okay, you have Rant, Rave, Roast here.
Okay.
But basically, our team, they're gonna spin this thing, any topic, and you're gonna do your thing, your rant, your rave, your roast. Okay, here we go. All right, spin the wheel.
Wheel of morality, turn.
Okay, let's see. All right, and it stopped on Rant. The subway system. Do you take the subway?
Girl, no. I'm doing well. Why would I be in that underground habitat? No.
What's your subway rant?
Jesus loves me and I'm not on it. I have nothing to say. What I will say is that I think, so in Japan, they have this thing where it's like a children's car.
Oh.
And there's there's a women's car and a children's car. And for people that commute.
Right.
And after being on the subway and seeing children, just by themselves, just out free, I was like, oh, these kids, I didn't need to see that part of that man. And that kid didn't need to see that part of that man. So maybe we should just institute something where the kids don't have to be with the general population of terrorism that's happening.
Right.
Yeah, just the car, man, I don't know, they don't need to keep seeing.
I agree. I like the idea of
the train is traumatizing.
Listen.
It is traumatizing. I don't understand it. And I'm like, there's buildings above me. I'm in a hole in the ground. How is this not going to fall?
Well, you're so successful now, you probably got a driver. Okay, here we go. Let's spin the wheel.
Well, Uber drives every day.
All right, let's spin the wheel. We have, oh God. I feel like I'm at the casino. Rave, Roy Wood Jr.
I don't know if y'all,
Friend of the show.
Roy actually did a quote for my book.
Read it. What did he say?
He says, I am now excited that the world gets a chance to laugh as hard as we all did every day at work. And also, thank you, Roy Wood Jr. And I had a talk for the book in Brooklyn like 2 weeks ago, and Roy was the mediator for me.
Aww.
Moderator, that's what it is. So yeah, he's been very supportive. There were a lot of days at Daily Show where I had no idea what was happening. And I just really felt like I was just in the running of the bulls. And so he would grab me and put me on the fence and be like, this is what's going on. And then just drop me back in, and now I'm running for my life.
And now you're running for your life.
So
okay, one more here before we let her go. Let's see, what do we have? Roast, vegan meat products.
Here's the thing. One, my nutritionist told me, because I asked my nutritionist about it, and I was like, hey, I love just like a fun vegan sausage, and she looked at the ingredients and she was like, I'd rather you ate pork. Because think about it, if we're gonna make peas taste like beef, some science got to happen.
Right.
Some science got to happen. We got to call on people that we probably shouldn't be calling on. I don't know what kind of Ouija board you need to make certain things that we got to be eating here. But I think sometimes, listen, if you got to eat the vegetables, eat the vegetables. We make chicken taste like it's
I'm
not
with
right.
you. I'm with you.
It's not right.
Johnny, my hairstylist, he's like, I made vegan oxtails. And I'm like, that's not possible.
Okay. Listen, Tabitha gave us so much.
Right, Tabitha Brown, shout out.
But once bones get involved, like I've had vegan wings before, and what somebody did, it was awful. Somebody took tofu and then they smushed it down on a chopstick, and then they took like soy paper and fried, and I was like, this is bad science.
Yes, this is bad science.
I'm gonna just have to eat chicken.
I'm gonna eat chicken.
I think we're going too far, and I think it's gonna get to the point where we're like, this is so unhealthy.
Right.
That I'd have probably just I should have ate broccoli. I should have ate broccoli instead of trying to have like vegan meatloaf. That can't be good.
Before you go, last thing, you are constantly busy. I mean, I'm watching you. You're tired. You're not tired. And I love when people bring me gifts. What lip gloss? You have a lip gloss?
Me and a comedian, Lace Larrabee, started our own lip gloss company called Giggle Gloss.
Oh, I love that. And I'm gonna have to take this upstairs to Raul.
All the names are comedic names. So this one, I'm currently wearing Purse Vodka.
Oh my God.
You're currently holding my ministry, No More Broke D.
Oh God. Okay, goodbye, ma'am. Dulcè's lip gloss, Dulcè's book. I love you very much. Thank you. The book.